fellas.
What's up?
All right, so this is a OneWay Street podcast with Lenny OneWay. This is our first episode, so very excited. I'm here with two special guests, two good friends of mine. Introduce yourselves, people.
What's up, folks? It's Marcus. Nice to meet you. I'm just here to help my brother with the podcast, contribute any way I can.
Oh yes.
You know, and he's gonna get into the meat of and the mission statement of what's going on later. But I just thought that I could bring my expertise to the podcast. So.
Hey, how's everybody doing? My name is Tyler. Good friend of Marcus and Lenny OneWay, and just kind of repeating the same sentiment. We're here to make it happen. Here to just provide a good message and just show people a new way of getting things done and just get into a place in their life where they're ultimately happy.
Most definitely. So the purpose of this podcast, basically, we are here to be the leaders of a new generation of good men and good people. Set a good example of what it is to be a good man. I'm 23, Marcus.
I'm 23.
Oh, I'm 25 years old.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
so
a little bit older. I think I might be one of the oldest in the room.
Yes, sir. But hey, age ain't nothing but a number. You know what I mean? Here with my good friend Kaz, also with Paradox Visions, having an amazing time.
Shout out Paradox.
Yes, sir. So today, I just want to get into the reason why we started the podcast, why we feel there's a need for new voices, and why it's so trendy. It's so trendy that we don't understand that these trends are sometimes very counterproductive. I would say counterproductive, and we don't know that they're actually hurting us in the long run. So, different trends that we could get into later, but right now, we're just going to talk about life. Let's talk about life. Like, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing in the room? Tyler, let me start with you.
Hey, I don't mind going first. I'm pretty good. I mean, as I said before, my name's Tyler. I'm here to help my friend Leonard out and just kind of figure the whole podcast world out. And one thing we want to do is offer men another way of thinking, a new mindset, a new direction to go in. Because, like he said, we're really living in a trendy time right now. It's easy to pick things up and let them go quick. Like with the internet, we have so much exposure, so many options. Sometimes you go on the internet, you're looking at 100,000 things, and it's good to have options, but at the same time, consistency helps you build, helps you get to a better place, helps things become bigger than just, what they already are. So, as a 5'6" man, I'm here, I feel like I'm here to speak for the shorter man, Yeah, there are a lot of short men out there that are, they're very confused. They walk in a room and they are automatically feel at a disadvantage. For real though, they feel at a real disadvantage because, even I walk in a room and there's a woman that's my height. If there are two other men that are taller than me, then just by the laws of nature, I'm just an odd man out. And some people, whether or not they're there to get a girl or there for a job interview, being the smallest person in the room, just that goes straight to your mind sometimes. Definitely. Especially in kind of the community we're living in where we judge off looks. Looks are a very big thing. And some people say, don't be superficial, don't judge a book by its cover. Those are good things to live by, but once you get into a good community setting, it's, those things go away and it gets back to that nature, that, who's the biggest, who's the prettiest, who looks the best, things like that, who smells better, who has money. So, that's it.
Right.
That's really, that's kind of why I'm here right now. And I'm
feeling
feeling good. I'm at a point in my life where I feel like I can also give another perspective as well. So I'm excited to see what this brings, and I'm here.
That's good, Marcus. Let me hear from
Hey,
you
man,
too.
but just to add on to Tyler real quick, you don't go to the grocery store and get the beat up grapes with the bruises and all that. Like, you don't want the brown ones. But me be all the way honest. COVID, this is a different time. I know we thinking about this like day by day, but we're gonna look back at this in history and realize we were a part of that. So it's just good to keep your mental health in check. But I've been on a reset, like, just as far as like people and things in my life, commitments, and you know, I think part of being a man is going through a reset and constantly going through different refreshers that you know, just help you take that comfortability away. But you know, I'm just here because in my life and the chapter I'm in right now, I want to be the person that says the thing that you resonate with, because sometimes I need that from somebody else. You know, reminders are constant, but they're good. And you know, it's a lot of hyper toxic masculine examples of being a man and what manhood is, and I think we're just all here to debunk that, to be honest with you. So,
well, I definitely want to get to that,
yeah.
because the term toxic,
Overused.
it can never be associated with masculinity, because something natural can never just be toxic. You know? Just how toxic femininity, it's not real. Like her feminine can never just be toxic. It could
So
be
it's not
lack thereof.
It's not top. Yeah. Okay.
Lack thereof.
Okay, yeah.
Lack thereof, because, well, Tyler mentioned community. I also heard in this chapter of life, which symbolizes some type of growth, because often we get very comfortable with being like in our own self, but still worried about what everybody else is thinking. So it's not really, you're not really in your own self. You 100% care what other people think, and then you're just like, you're acting like you're to yourself.
You refuse to interact.
Exactly.
Because that interaction is honestly what helps you get to a place where you can make good decisions, where you feel good about yourself.
Yes.
And it's funny that you say that, because I think about that, and it's like, I've been in certain points in my life where, like, you know, I'm thinking about everything, and I'm thinking about a lot of things. I'm thinking about people, their decisions, but then I'm not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
So then it's like, I mean, you thinking about people, but it's all in your head. I mean, you're only dealing with one opinion. So how could you grow? Where are you going from that? You're kind of just marinating on one idea, one perspective, and that could be detrimental to a man.
Exactly. It's like we as men, we're taught to just hide a lot of things. I feel like because I'm a Cancer man, I'm real emotional, real in touch with my emotions. Like, I could 100% express why I'm angry, why I'm sad, why I'm depressed. If I go through any emotions, I could express it. So I feel like that's a good thing. It helped in a lot of any friendship, any relationship, any commitment. Just because I could express exactly how I feel, but I haven't always been this way. It took a lot of growth. As you guys know, I used to be 330 pounds. Used to be very big, very, very, very big, and I was aggressive. Very angry. It comes a point in the time where a man wants to be a man but doesn't know how. And if you don't have that father there to tell you exactly how or give you some type of guidance, you are going to look at social media. You're going to look at the rap music. You're going to be raised by hip hop.
Almost.